Hi guys, welcome to the African Diaspora News channel. My name is Clarisse Ndinge and today I bring you guys another fresh news story from the continent of Africa. So this time around I'm taking you guys to the Gambia. So recently in the Gambia, 70 children have lost their lives after drinking a syrup, a cough syrup that was made in India. So basically the syrup was in circulation in their pharmacies and in their local medication stores. And their parents, when the children were sick, their parents went to this pharmacies and the rest to buy drugs, and they bought the cough syrup, gave it to the kids. Eventually the children got sick, their kidneys failed, they suffered from kidney failure and they lost their lives. 70 children have been recorded to have lost their lives under these particular circumstances. So when the news first of all broke out, the Medicine Control Agency in the Gambia said the children died from floods, that they lost their lives from floods, which was very, very offensive to the families of these kids. After investigation was done, of course, it has been proven that definitely they lost their lives from taking the syrup, that was what caused them to have the kidney failure. The government of the Gambia has been trying to see what they can do to compensate the families and so on. So recently they reached out to the families and said they were going to give them $20,000 as compensation. So that's about $300 for each family. And the families rejected the offer. They said they were not going to collect the money because it was not going to help them to get justice for their children. What they said they wanted the government to do is that the government should call out the medicine control agency of the country and have them retrieve the statement they made, claiming that the children lost their lives from floods, and actually give the right report, which is the fact that they lost their lives from consuming that cough syrup. And also they said they don't want the medicine control agency to be involved in any form of investigation that's going on around the issue, around the case. So that's what's happening right now in the Gambia, and it is so sad that 70 children have lost their lives because of negligence from a group of people. Just some people did not do their jobs, and now people have lost their lives. This is something that's very, very common in Africa. If it's not about drugs, which are having these kinds of deadly adverse effects, it's about people circulating expired drugs, and those in the authority who are supposed to make sure that these things not enter in circulation just collect bribes and not bother to even do their jobs the way they are supposed to do their jobs. I feel like the request that the family is making is maybe something that they are supposed to be requesting. It's supposed to be something that the government is supposed to willingly do. Have this agency, have the medicine control agency in the country to actually reveal the truth about the situation. That should not be something that the family should be asking. And also proposing to give each family $300 in compensation for the loss of their children's lives, for me is almost an insult, because how is $300 going to help the families? How is it going to help them? Yeah, of course we know they cannot be brought back to life, but the compensation should be something meaningful. How is $300 going to compensate in that light? And then the company in India that was producing the medication the company claims that their medication is up to standard and everything there is the way it's supposed to be. The composition and the elements they use to make the medication is according to international norms. So basically they're trying to withdraw themselves from the situation, which is just sad. We just hope that the authorities that would look into this matter and just make sure that this particular company in India that is producing this kind of medication should be shut down and investigated, so that other children in other regions or in other countries are not going to lose their lives due to these kinds of situations. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and you will see me next time for another fresh news story from this part of the world.